The human reproductive system is essential for the survival of the species. The reproductive system has four main functions: to produce the gametes, namely sperms and ova, to transport and sustain these gametes, to nurture the developing offspring, and to produce hormones. Male reproductive system comprises of a pair of sex organs testes. There are two ovoid testes which lie in the scrotum, duct system, copulatory organ that is external genitalia, and the accessory glands. These are seminal vesicles. We are seeing here a pair of seminal vesicles which secrete alkaline fluid that enhances sperm motility. Prostate gland. Prostate gland are a pair of glands which lie below the bladder, and mm, they just encircle the urethra, and they secrete a slightly acidic fluid that contains several enzymes and prostate specific antigens. Bulbourethral glands that we are seeing here. The bulbourethral glands lie inferior to prostate, and they are um, they help in the lubrication of the external genitalia, the penis. Now we shall see the enlarged structure of the testes in detail. We are seeing the testes in the single testes details. Each test is an outer covering tunica albuginea and many lobules. Each lobule has several convoluted tubules called as seminiferous tubules and tubular network rete and this part is called as efferent ductules and the epididymis, single epididymis, head of the epididymis, tail of the epididymis, and from here the sperms pass through a tube. This tube is called as a vas deferens. This is the inner complete structure of the testis, single testis. The seminiferous tubules, they form the 80% of the testicular substance, which are the sites for the sperm production. These 80% of the, from here, the sperms, these are still immature. These enter through the rete testis to through the efferent ductules to the epididymis. The epididymis single, and here in the epididymis only, it is single highly coiled tubule. Temporarily, it stores the spermatozoa, and here only the sperms undergo physiological maturation and acquire increased motility. After they become motile, they pass through the vas deferens into the seminal vesicle to the prostate gland and then open into the urethra. Urethra is the terminal portion of the male reproductive system. Here it is used to that urethra is used to convey both semen and urine in males. We are seeing the seminiferous tubule enlarged section. It is made up of two types of cells, Sertoli cells and the spermatogonium cells. The Sertoli cells are also called as nurse cells because they provide nutrition to the growing spermatogonium or the male germ cells. These male germ cells, they move across the Sertoli cells and from these and enter into the lumen to mature through the process of spermatogenesis. So these till they mature, the nourishment is provided by the Sertoli cells. And then in this is surrounded by Leydig cells. These Leydig cells are surround seminiferous tubules which are endocrine in nature and secrete testosterone hormone. They secrete the testosterone hormone which helps initiate the process of spermatogenesis in male. The female reproductive system is far more complex than the male because in addition to gamete formation, it has to nurture the developing fetus. It has two ovoid bodies, ovaries, which are lying in our abdomen, in the abdomen part. These ovaries are connected to the uterus through a ligament called as the mesovarium. So, and this is the uterus. The uterus, fallopian tube, and the vagina, they form the female accessory organs. Fallopian tube, this funnel-shaped structure is called as the infundibulum. Its finger-like projections are the called as the fimbriae. They collect the ovum from the ovary. And then the other part is called as the middle part is the fallopian tube is called as the ampulla, and the innermost part or the last part is called as the isthmus. It is short and thick walled, connecting ampulla infundibulum to the uterus. The uterus is a or womb. It is a hollow, thick-walled muscular structure. It is made up of three layers. The outer perimetrium and the inner layer is called a muscular layer, that is myometrium, and the innermost layer, that is inner glandular layer, is the endometrium. This endometrium, during the menstrual cycle, it undergoes many changes. The myometrium, it exhibits contraction during parturition, that is the childbirth. And in the hollow cavity where the womb or the fetus develops. And the uterus is connected to the outer through the opens into the vagina through the cervix, and this is the canal, cervical canal. The cervical canal along with the vagina, it forms the birth canal of a child. It forms the birth canal of a child is the uterus, ovary, fallopian tube. And apart from these organs, the mammary glands, along with this, the mammary glands, they support the process of fertilization, pregnancy, childbirth, and child care in females. Mammary glands are modified sweat glands present in both sexes. It is rudimentary in males and functional in females. We are seeing the internal structure of the mammary glands. The mammary glands, they consist of 2 to 25 lobes, and each lobe is separated by fat and connective tissue, and it has many lobules. Each lobule, it is made up of lobules which contain acini or alveolar cells. These alveolar cells secrete milk. These alveolar cells are lined by epithelial cells. They secrete milk, and the milk, all they are open into mammary tubules, and where the milk is collected in a common duct called as a milk duct. The mammary glands are present in the thoracic region of both the sexes, but it is functional in females only. As we are seeing here, these are the mammary glands, the structure of the mammary glands, many lobes. Now the mammary gland, becomes functional. It undergoes many changes during the menstrual cycle, parturition, that is a childbirth, and after delivery it undergoes many changes. During the lactation period, that is after childbirth, these mammary glands, they secrete colostrum. This colostrum is a fluid that contains less lactose, that is than milk, but it contains many proteins, vitamins, which protect the child's digestive tract from any bacterial infection. So mammary glands along with the other female axillary glands is important in the part of the female reproductive system.